What's up, guys? Kill back with another Empires and Puzzles video. And today we're going to be going over the green 3 stars. There are 12 of them. Yeah, that's what took me quite a bit to figure out and get corrected to make this video. God, this video's been I've had some trouble making this one, man. Um, Let me get the shout out the way. Say hey, shout out to her for making this mandala. We have a green mandala with the leaves on it, represents the nature heroes of Empires and Puzzles. I think it's a really good picture, really good background. You'll be seeing a little bit more of this later when I get back to live streaming, which I think is happening next month sometime. So we'll see how that goes. Um, let's get right into it, man, because this video, oh my goodness, has been killing me. So the 12 green 3 stars. Uh, One, I forgot one. Two, I messed up the specials on them, and I kept messing up names and butchering it. So we'll see if we don't do that this time. Let's see what we got here. At number 12, I've got Culver. I think no matter what you do to Culver, with his skin or without his skin, um, he's just not the optimum green you want. The hit all is pretty cool, but it's a little bit low damage of 125. I believe his normal form, the reduced mana of 16%, is more viable than 24 over 3 turns of mana generation. I can see where some people might like the reduction of mana generation better. I kind of like the base. I like the upfront to kind of get it out the way. He was a rogue and he turned to a fighter. He lost a couple of stats. Let's see if I can get the stats right. I had this a little bit better prepared yesterday. Let's see what we got right here. We got him. Oh, nope, we passed it. We definitely passed it. Alright, let's see what we got for Culver. And I passed it again. Sweet. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Bam. Okay, so his regular stats were a 487, defense of 470, and health of 718. So it looks like he decreased the defense, increased offense, and lost some health. Culver's number 12. We can move on. Number 11, I got Muggy. Muggy just is squishy, man. But his comeback is effective. Everybody, I think he's fast. He's a little bit more interested in the Culver. I've used Muggy maybe a little more, and you see Muggy a little bit more on defenses for tournaments in that wing position, maybe the 5 or the 1. I like him in the 5 a little bit better for the tournaments. Neither one of these heroes are usually used in events, so that's why they're kind of on the lower tier. Muggy does get the Laguna family bonus, but you got Gilray and you got Galto that can help him out. But I don't see you running that team together. I can see you running Gilray and Galto, but not Gilray and Muggy or Galto and Muggy. Maybe Galto and Muggy, but I don't see it. And that's where I got Muggy. He's at number 11. At number 10, I got Byuf. I don't like the fact that he debuffs himself. He is really good though, and this is one of the guys I was actually forgetting because I had him because I did so many skins on the 3 stars that he actually he kind of blended in, so I couldn't figure him out. So he comes in really good health. Let's start off with stats at 431, at defense of 441, and the health at 855. 855 is actually pretty high. I believe that might be the highest. I think the bear might have him beat. What kind of puts him lower down for me is he only casts on three allies. He's basically like baby Hades to me, but he has a debuff. So 48% attack up, 46% defense up, and he regenerates at a 5, looks like a 612 HP. But after the 4 turns, the caster gets a negative effect status on himself. So he's going to get negative effect. The nice thing about the negative effect, if he gets hit and doesn't die, more than likely you're going to get that blind percentage. I do like Byuf because he does have 3 in his family that will actually increase that blind percentage to, let's see, if you have 2, that's 5, so 10%. And he's a paladin, so he could possibly reverse his negative effect for the defense up being a paladin. But I don't see me using him because he doesn't do everybody. He is pretty cool. I like him as a secondary tank, but as another tank, I think I like better for the green 3 stars. A well put together hero, just really wish he didn't have a negative effect. At number 9, I've got Strawbear. I feel like if you're going to use a tank, use Strawbear. He has the higher health. Lower attack, he has a higher defense, but also Strawbear actually benefits the team with no negative effect. Strawbear will actually, he taunts, he reduces special damage, and he reduces defense on himself. Um, I think that's way more important. I think that's way better than the negative effect. The only problem with Strawberry is he is slow. It takes a little bit for him to get off. Um, really strong hero. Family bonus is actually mana up and crit increase. So I don't know who you'd put with him because he's a 3-star and there's no other 3-stars in the Wonderland class. So on events and tournaments, I can see him definitely being used more than the other two, the other three so far. But yeah, he's at number 9. At number 8, I've got Heisen. Heisen. Heisen, the horse from the Sands event. I like Heisen. The defense increase from his family bonus didn't really do anything. The reason he's ranked fast better than the other ones because he has hit and he has a dot damage. I believe out of the ones we just ranked, other than Culver, he's the first one to hit. And he's faster. He does do 100% reduction of healing. He also does the sand in your eyes. It actually causes, or DOT. I like it to be considered the sand in your eyes because like a sandstorm or whatever gets on you. That damage is, it looks like 104 damage over 4 turns. So not a lot of damage. I think the cool thing using it for is the reduction of the healing. Decrease healing by 100%. He's one of very few that does that. I like that. Him being a wizard kind of helps him too because he could possibly jinx his special or jinx his base attack to hit you harder. So not bad, but I think out of the 3-star green fast snipers, he's probably the most lackluster one, even though he also is the most unique one. Also, he does dispel himself, so he does actually 4 and 1. And you think, well, 4 and 1 would be higher. Problem is his stats are so low. The defense at a 391. He dies often. I use him quite a bit, and he does get killed quite soon because he's so dangerous on the board. At number 7, I got Brianna. Brianna. I like the fact that she can change from defensive down to attack up. It's kind of cool. She busts everybody. I think with the new sets of skins, she kind of got dated because their defense down is cool, but there's only 3 people in events, so her defensive down is not as relevant. I believe some of the other heroes that recently got skins have now in 3-star taken her kind of off the board as much. You might still use her for the attack up because attack up is probably what's more important. Um, yeah, what's more important for her. Let me see if I can grab her stats so you can see what the change was. Nope, going the wrong direction. As you can see, she has a 466, 468, and a 751. I think she got increased health. Let me make sure before I tell you guys a story. I don't see her. She should be right here. She's not there. That's interesting. I wonder where she is. All right. Her other skin, her skin side does the defensive down, and it's actually an increased defense, kind of like Athena's. So she has increasing defensive down, and that's cool. But it takes a while for that to get going. She's a 3-star. Probably the fight's over before you get the full potential out of that. So she got increased health, she got increased defense, and she got increased. Oh, excuse me. She got increased health. She got reduced defense and reduced attack from her base. Only by like 2 points. She used to be a druid, now she's a cleric. I don't think that makes much difference. If I'm using her, I'm probably going to use her in her offensive form to actually add the attack up, not the defensive down. At number 6, I got Nimbus or Miminimus. Nimbus. He's one of the only snipers in the 3-star that does a dispel. I think that's kind of really, it dispels enemies, and it has a hit behind it. I think that's really cool. Another reason I got him so high up as 6 is because Nimbus is one of the very few 3-stars that you actually will. His family bonus makes sense because you use him with Malia. Not that it's a great family bonus of defensive up. He's only going to go up, I believe, 10%. Let's see here. Yeah, he's only going to go up 5%. Excuse me, 5% defense, but you're probably going to use that often. Um, if you run Nimbus and Malia at the 1 and the 5 position, Malia first of Nimbus in the end, so he can dispel the buffs off of the enemy team, or on defense, and you're going against the offensive team, the same situation. You want the crit up going first from Malia, and then you want him to dispel anything that your offensive or the opposing team's going to do for themselves. I like the fact that he's fast. He does hit harder than Heisen. He's a 320. And his stats are better, so he's going to stay alive a little bit longer, and he has longer health. Not to mention, if you get him with the defensive up, he's a little bit harder to kill. Um, One of the better 3 stars out of Atlantis. Not the best, but one of the better ones. Number 5. This is the skin that I think that replaced Brianna. Ishtika. Ishtika hits 3 and defensive downs 3, and his skin looks rather cool. Um, You've got a normal. He used to just hit 3, and he was an archer before, and that was all it was. He just hit 3. He had a 260 damage to the middle and reduced damage to nearby allies. Now it's minor damage to nearby allies, but it's 185. But he also does the defensive down starting at 44%. In green, you have so many other hitters behind that. You don't really need more than 44% defensive down to get that good score or in events, or have the defensive down be effective in tournaments when you use 3 stars. Now he doesn't hit everybody, so maybe Brianna is better in the tournament, but in the event, I believe Ishtika is going to take the place in Knights of Avalon for the rare event, because he hits 3 and it's only 3 on the board at all times. So that's why I got him a little bit higher than her. The hit is what's making him better. They're both average. Stat wise, he got a reduction, I believe, in defense. Yeah. So his offense increased for 2 points, but his defense is a bigger stat. He went from 390, or he went from 437 to 391, but his health jumped up. So he went from 840 to a 928. His skin, I would rock his skin personally. That's the way to roll with him now. I think his skin is actually better than his original card. At number 4, man, we got Burden. Uh, Burden I got because of one, he has the 6-turn ability, and I was talking about this last video I made. He does a 6-turn, defensive down and offensive up. Now, as far as what I would use for him, I would use his regular skin. His offensive down is more important because of how much defense down you got in green now. You can run Brienne, you can run Ishtika. So there goes the whole board of 3. Okay, bet. Now, if you're not running them, if you want to take Burden to another team, maybe he needs defensive down. You switch him then. But a lot of times, other people have offensive down. Like, for instance, if I was running Gilray, I probably would run his regular skin for some fact she's going to defensive down and offensive down everybody, and then his offensive down would just increase. He's one of the people that they actually increased his stats, made him a little bit faster. He's the fastest sniper from green because he has the skin. Therefore, he's probably the best. Also, he hits the hardest. His base is 325 damage, and his skin is 325 damage. But in his regular form, he's at a 493 for the attack. I believe that's the highest attack for the sniper. So his regular skin should hit harder than everybody else's snipe, and that makes him the better sniper with the costume. The other stats increased. He increased defense, and he also increased health. So he's a little more survival with the skin. I think I just run him regular and let the 6-turn with the offensive down. But if you need a 6-turn defensive down, by all means do that too. Like you're going against a tank, maybe like Strawbear, and you want to take that defense down, I can see you trying that. Number 3, I got Friar Tuck. When you think of the nature element, you think of nature as something to replenish or to add. And the last 3 heroes that I got on this list all do that. Friar Tuck now heals over time everybody. Or excuse me, heals all for 22%, and he adds the mana increase. So basically, he is like the Ariel of the 3-star green, and I love that. The mana up is awesome. I was really happy that they added 24% to everybody for 3 turns. I don't know where you're using him, but he's definitely could be a one on the. If you're running a 4-1, he definitely could be the one on any team you put him on, just to make the team a little bit faster. He's a druid now, so he's a little bit more beefier. I think his skin was probably one of the better reworked skins for green 3 stars, hands down. Everybody else got a rework in there a little bit better, but this is something that like everybody needed in 3-star, and it came from Friar Tuck, so I like him there. I would go over his stats, but you're not using them for these guys aren't stat guys. They are I am here to help your team out guys. Number 2, I had to go with Bellath. You can't disrespect the old Queen of Healing by putting her lower on the list. I think Bellath is still a rock star either way it goes. She now makes allies immune to debuffs or dispel. So that's interesting because before she dispels enemy, now she makes you immune to dispel, and she still heals. She heals over time, which might be a little bit stronger than 32%, depending on where you're at, where you're at stat wise in the game. Uh, she just, I mean, she once again, a solid healer for 3-star overall. One of the better healers that we have. Um, I had to put her above Friar Tuck, even though I kind of like him a little better. I think Friar Tuck is got to take a back seat to Bellath. And at number 1, this is the last one. Yeah, man, I had to go with Gravel. Gravel is average, and man, does he do everything. First, let's kind of go backwards on this guy. He adds a 30% attack up for 4 turns, so you're already getting the buff of attack. Cool, bet. Now everybody's hitting harder. That was good. Not a lot of not that that's the best attack up in green, but we'll take that. He's also average, so he's keeping up with everybody else's speed. Then a he does what is it? The 100% max boost health counters max health reduction. So in other words, he can add to the health. He adds a shield to your health when you get the reduction. And the only people I know that reduce right now are the people I'm gonna mess up the Poison Realm from season 3. I'm gonna mess up that name, so I'm not gonna say it. So apparently he can counter that. That's a good thing. Then he heals for a base of 250. So you're gonna get a 250%, wherever that is. You're getting 250%. If it exceeds it, then you get a shield added onto you. I like this guy. I like Gravel. Realm bonus is going to give you a healing of 2%. And then he is also a wizard. So it's not that his wizard's going to help out his specials at all. But overall, this guy is solid. He's really good on teams. I accidentally ran him on a 4-star team in the tournament last night, and he held it down. It was really good. So I'm really happy with him. I think he's the best green we have right now in the game. He's the most relevant. The shield up, the heal up, and attack up all together really make him really good. And he's average, all that together. It's really goodness. I like him a lot. Gravel's my number 1, guys. And this is my take on the green 3 stars. Sorry this video was tough, man. It was hard to get together. And I made a lot of mistakes this time, but this is probably the best take I had. And I don't know what's the deal. Got a couple of new shirts, but this is for my boy Fear. There goes your boy Vegeta right there. So shout out to him. And I'll probably showing off a couple of them. So guys, that's all I got with the 3 stars. I'm so glad this video is done. You don't even know. I was trying not to rush it or make it. It just didn't come out good. I think the purples I'll be doing way better. I didn't do well with this green one, but it's okay. Killer out. Peace.